Overseas, and hundreds of people may have died in what could be the most devastating naval attack since World War II after Russia's flagship, the Moskva, was sunk. There are conflicting reports on whether it was sunk by Ukrainian artillery or an onboard fire. Regardless, it is a major blow to Russia's assault on the port city of Odessa.
The worst moment in Russia's naval history since World War II. Its long-serving flagship sunk, with it Russian pride, and its perception of naval invincibility in the Black Sea. It's a boost for those defending Odessa's shores.
I believe that our army can do everything, and as you saw, Russian great army is not great army. And we have great people and great soldiers, and we're ready to defend ourselves.
The Moskva was built 70 kilometers up the coast from here in the Ukrainian town of Mykolaiv, and it was authorities here in Odessa who were first to say that it had been struck by 2 Ukrainian Neptune missiles, ultimately sending it to the bottom of the sea. Moscow claims it sank after a fire, and it's not clear whether any crew were killed. Odessa is just glad it's gone.
Everybody's talking about this, and we are really happy. Everybody's celebrating.
I want to believe that at least this location, Odessa and the Odessa region, will be a little bit safer, because that's one of the warships that was threatening us.
Commissioned during the Cold War, the Moskva was fitted with anti-ship and anti-aircraft missiles. There's speculation that nuclear warheads might have gone down with it. That would mean a big recovery operation for Russia. But the flagship's loss is also a strategic headache.
It also warns them that they've got to stand off the Ukrainian coast a bit further, because they didn't take Ukrainian missile capabilities seriously because they hadn't seen them before, and now they will be worried about the Neptune missiles. They don't know, and we don't know, how many of these the Ukrainians have got.
The last satellite images show the Moskva dwarfing 2 other ships in Crimea's port of Sevastopol on the 7th of April, then at sea on the 10th. But the moment it entered the theatre of war in late February, it became a symbol of Ukrainian mockery. At Snake Island, the warship tannoyed Ukrainian soldiers to surrender to avoid bloodshed. Their defiant expletive response is now so famous it doesn't need repeating. But it inspired this Ukrainian postage stamp. But a drive through Mariupol shows what Russia will do to achieve what it calls liberation. Ukraine says the southern city was hit today for the first time by long-range missiles. And Moscow has threatened more strikes on Kyiv, resolving to bring more of this to Ukraine's villages, towns and cities in the weeks to come.